Power washers can make all the difference in deep washing everything around your house, from concrete, wood fencing, the driveway, or even your car. It's become a useful tool that many folks rely on to service their homes as opposed to hiring others to do the job. Now, my mission here is to help everyday people like you and me to find the best models out there. Hey guys, my name is Jim with Techie Tech News, and in this video I want to present you with the best electric power washers of 2025. Now, we ended up looking over 20 of the highest rated units online, which led us to these 6 models that we have selected for you today. We have reviewed everything from pressure, gallons per minute flow, accessories, build quality, hose length, pressure washer gun quality, plus the overall user experience. Now, some specs to consider here are the nozzle pressure in PSI and the GPM flow rate, as they combined relate to the speed and quality of the cleaning process, well, generally speaking. However, for being a for-home device, cost may be more relevant as we scale in quality and performance. And don't worry, we've also added links to all of these products in the video description box below for your review. Now, let's go over these awesome power washers. And in the future, if you need to find more tech deals, simply visit TechieTechDeals.com. Greenworks Pro GPW3000, best heavy-duty power washer. You know, we found that tough jobs like cleaning the driveway, the deck, or the patio call for a heavy-duty tool like this one here from Greenworks Pro. Now, it delivers 3000 PSI with up to 2.0 gallons per minute for powerful cleaning action. Now, included in this kit, we found a 15, a 25, and a 40-degree spray nozzle tip, but they also included a soap applicator tip and a turbo nozzle kit. Also included is a 1-gallon detergent tank that holds a full bottle of cleaning solution for direct injection into the spray stream, and the pressure hose is 25 feet long for ample range. Now, this unit is built on a tubular steel wheelbarrow, and it gives this unit an excellent low center of gravity, along with large 10-inch wheels for stability on uneven ground. This unit provides outstanding cleaning capability combined with excellent work range with a highly flexible hose, and it just made it a pleasure to work with. Here are some of the stats. Ultimately, it's all about performance with this Greenworks Pro. Its high pressure combined with its outstanding 2.0 gallons per minute flow rate make it a standout feature for this model. Combine that with its price and it's great. Pros and cons. We really like that horizontal wheelbarrow design as it provided a stable low center of gravity. You know, that along with that pliable 25-foot pressure hose made it really easy to maneuver. And then ultimately its great pressure volume along with its gallons per minute flow rate made it excellent for cleaning large projects. The cons, however, are that bulky frame takes up all kinds of storage space. Now, based on its design, it will likely be uncomfortable for taller users as well. And that lower spray gun support makes travel somewhat kinda awkward. Final thought. In closing, this pressure washer was the most capable when it came to washing concrete, clearing nearly twice as fast as the next closest performer. Although storage space could be somewhat saved by standing the unit vertically on the front of its frame, storage could remain a problem for those who are spatially challenged. But in the end, if you need the horsepower, this is definitely the unit to get. Ryobi RY40 PW01DG9, best auto detailer power washer. You know, some cleaning jobs just have to happen without the convenient electrical outlets beside you or any water spigot nearby. So with this Ryobi 40-volt cordless pressure washer, there's really no need to resort to a scrub brush. It runs on rechargeable batteries and has the ability to siphon water directly from a bucket. With up to 45 minutes of runtime per charge, it's a pretty good option for small to mid-sized chores. Now in normal mode, it only produces 1000 PSI at 1.2 gallons per hour. But with the press of a boost button, you can bump that up to 1500 PSI at 1.2 gallons per hour. Now the motor and the soap tank feature a compact cube shape, along with a telescoping handle and rear wheels for easy storage. And it maneuvers quite well on hard surfaces. But where this unit really begins to shine is its ability to be an incredible vehicle detailing washer. With its independent tank, you could fill it with distilled water and never have to worry about water spots again. Also, the lower pressure makes it safer on vehicle type surfaces. Pros and cons. We like that it came with two 40-volt 6 amp hour batteries that offer up to 45 minutes of runtime, that it required no water spigot to feed water, and it's capable of siphoning water out of a bucket. We also like the fact that we have a power boost button in case we want to up the water pressure, and it's a great feature. Now, we have to say it does also provide the lowest cleaning power out of all the models that we've tested, and it only produced 20 minutes of runtime on the power boost mode. But most of all, it is far more expensive than even our top performing plug-in electric models. So in closing, this ultimately makes a far better vehicle detailing pressure washer than your pressure washer tool for around the house. But if your duties are light and you see yourself washing your car, motorcycle, and boat often, this is definitely a unit you would want. Especially if you prefer low pressure washing, which we would assume you would. You don't have to worry about blowing off unnecessary paint, working down your clear coat, or taking off side moldings or emblems. Ego Power Plus HPW3204-2 Best Portable Power Washer. It's simply awesome, guys. This Ego HPW3204-2 Power Plus 3200 PSI Power Washer is just overflowing with innovation. It is orientated towards convenience and is extremely well thought out. Now, it comes with quick connector points for your hoses and the wand to easily allow them to set up and break down. It even comes with a telescopic handle, something you don't see with the other units. But one of the most important functions is its ability to be able to raise the flow of water all the way up to 2 gallons per minute, although at some great expense of battery life. But for a portable power washer, this model is actually capable of delivering some impressive work. Now, its primary attraction is not only its portability, which can be taken home, to the office, the cottage, or even your boat, but you also have different levels of power output to help you adjust to the required task. We really wish that more power washers would have this functionality in mind, not only to reduce power output, but also to help you save on wear and tear on your device. Pros and cons. Its portability that can be viable for all applications. Its power adjustment is incredibly useful, and it's super easy to set up and use. Hose handle and attachments are also top-notch quality. Now, here are the cons. The runtime is cut short by quite a bit with higher outputs. The other thing is having to get water. At about a 5-minute mark, you have to actually replace all the water that's inside of the bucket, and that can become very annoying. And then there's the cost. You are paying a major premium for it being battery operated. So let's get to the bottom line. In the end, you should really only buy a battery-powered power washer if you have no source of water or electricity, and you absolutely need the portable functionality of this unit. But if you have access to both, save yourself hundreds of dollars and just get a plug-in unit. But if you are justified in getting a battery-powered power washer, this is definitely the one you buy if you need to get work done. Earthwise PW20502B Best Budget Power Washer. You know, sometimes you just need access to a power washer a few times a year, so if that's the case, why bother splurging? The Earthwise offers plenty of water power at 2050 psi, along with 1.45 gallons per minute, and you also get a host of extra tools. Now, the kit includes a 0, 25, and 45 degree spray tips, along with a soap applicator tip and a turbo nozzle. But you also get a hub brush, a fixed brush, and a foam cannon. It comes with a 36-foot power cord and a 20-foot power pressure hose, which should offer you decent range and mobility. And with all the accessories that this comes with, you should have everything that you need to keep your home maintained. With this particular unit, we'd say the big thing to notice is all the attachments that you get. And for the most part, you can hold almost all the attachments for easy interchanging of tips and ends. But ultimately, it really is all about the cost. At $199 US, you sit perfectly in that lower consumer usage value proposition. Pros and cons. We definitely like the wide assortment of cleaning tools. We also like the pressure and water flow rate for the dollar, along with its slim and more upright design to make it more ideal for storage. But what we didn't like was that the brushes and the foam cannon cannot be stored on the unit itself for quick switch out. Also, the pressure from the hose makes it harder to manipulate once the water pressure drops, something we didn't like. As for a final thought, overall it does feel like a budget pressure washer, and I mean it's noticeable, you can tell right away. But for the price that you get, you're getting a lot of product here. Just don't expect the same kind of longevity that you would see with, say, a DeWalt or a Greenworks power washer. So if you're that type of person who only needs to use a pressure washer a few times a year, hey, save yourself a few bucks, go for this unit, it's perfect. SunJoe SPX3000, best value pressure washer. If you're looking for a quality pressure washer on the cheap, then you really shouldn't look any further than SunJoe's electric pressure washer. Now, its stats show that it's got 2030 psi and 1.2 gallons per minute of water flow rate, and our reviewers also agree with those stats. Now, anyone willing to do a bit of assembly will be rewarded with a unit that boasts mid-range cleaning power and better than average hardware. And although assembly was necessary to get this unit up and running, the whole process really only took 4 parts to install with 4 screws, and it was literally less than 5 minutes to assemble, so it's not really that big of a deal. But it may have a reason as to why it has a lower price point. Now, the housing and handle were plastic and felt a bit cheap, but everything lined up properly, and once assembled, it was sturdy, and we really had no other complaints. The pressure hose, spray gun, and connectors were all good quality, and the Quick Connect spray nozzles worked comparably to more expensive models. Now, there are no features here that overly stand out. It has more to do with the overall value that you get here, which is second to none. Now, both SunJoe and SunJoe are products of an American company, and they have the right idea when it comes to value, something you could tell right away when you start using the unit. You could tell that there's more money in the pump and motor than the overall package. Pros and cons. It's a bargain price for this well-equipped pressure washer. It includes 2 soap tanks and 5 different nozzle tips. It's also lightweight and easy to maneuver. Plus, the pressure hose and the hardware feels high in quality. Now, what we didn't like was the amount of assembly that we were required to take on. Well, that and the cheap plastic body, the wheels, and the handle all feel like an afterthought. And for our final thought, we all know the adage, you get what you pay for. And for the most part, it's a pretty reliable saying. However, there is an exception to the rule, and this SunJoe seems to have the quality in all the right places while still being able to make it affordable at its budget end. Now, if you head over to Amazon, you'll currently see that there are over 57,000 reviews on Amazon, and it currently maintains a 4.4 star rating, which we have to say is excellent. And if you're an average homeowner, this is probably the right buy for you, especially if you don't have demanding needs. However, if you do have demanding needs, we'd probably bump it up to the Greenworks Pro GPW3000. Greenworks GPW2300, best overall power washer. Those needing more cleaning power for significant projects like siding, fencing, and driveways may want to consider the Greenworks 2300 psi electric power washer. The higher power washing pressure, along with the flow rate of around 2.3 gallons per minute, greatly help get the work done faster. Now, with its bulky frame and 10-inch large wheels, it allows for easier access for projects that are located away from paved surfaces. Now, the kit does include a turbo nozzle and 4 spray tips, being a soap tip, a 15 degree, 25 degree, and 40 degree nozzle. It also includes an onboard injection system for dispensing cleaning solutions. Now, we found the spray wand grip and the trigger to be comfortable to work with. Its excellent 25-foot flexible hose is very easy to maneuver while cleaning all sides and under a hood of a riding mower. Combine that with its 35-foot power cord, and you got a washer here with a lot of reach. With its long power cord and its high-quality flexible hose, this power washer is very easy to work with. Just set it up at a location and around some project that you're working on, and you can move around it easy peasy. Plus, we also have Greenworks brushless motor and jet technology, which seems to dump out all kinds of water. The motor and pump are very high quality and they work exceptionally well. Pros and cons. With the large 10-inch wheels and rugged frame, it does move well on all terrain types. That is further helped with its upright configuration with its tall transport handle that has quite the comfortable grip. Now, its flexible 25-foot pressure hose and its 35-foot power cord helps with the maneuverability of the unit. Plus it's got that onboard soap tank with 5 nozzles, which really helps you feel like you got a versatile and complete system. But we don't like that big bulky frame. Storage can be a bit of an issue with this unit, but it isn't really all that big. That, and we also noticed a time delay between the trigger pulls and the water release, but we believe that's because the brushless motor is having a digital delay. After 5 minutes of use, we didn't even care, but it is something to note. Now moving on to our final thought of this unit. This unit really does do it all, and while it doesn't have 3000 psi of pressure, that really didn't stop any of the reviewers from completing their tasks, and that includes cleaning concrete. The quality of this unit is absolutely high, and if you pressure wash around your house regularly, or you'd even just prefer to have a quality unit, you could normally have this for around $349, but now it's on sale for only $297. Something we definitely wouldn't miss out on. And if it was my money that I had to spend, this is the unit that I would buy for my own personal use. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed our new format, and please let us know what you think. I am absolutely obsessed with making sure that we're getting you the best value possible for the time that you spend watching our videos. And please know that we don't use any AI at all to do any of our work. I'm a real living, breathing person who is actually giving you real news and information. At Techie Tech News, we're not just about reviews. We go through all the details to help you make a better buying decision. That's where we really shine, to help you save your money on the products that you buy. So if you have any questions or you're unsure about any of the pressure washers listed here today, please comment down below and I will personally assist you. And don't forget that Amazon has an excellent return policy to help you minimize your risk. And as always guys, please let us know which pressure washer you would choose. Don't forget, links are posted in the video description box below guys, and when you're done, you gotta check out another one of these videos.